Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite niche fragrances. Spoiler alert, this is not one of them. But yeah, if you want to try anything that I own fragrance-wise, please check out my fragrance sampling website. Top link in the description, it would help me out a ton. Thank you, now let's get into the fragrances. All right, so this list is in no particular order, but this fragrance happens to be my absolute favorite niche fragrance. It's my second favorite fragrance ever. This is Mancera Amore Caffe. Do not confuse it with Tonka Cola. Same looking bottle, very different fragrance. Holy moly, is this fragrance so good. This used to be my number one fragrance ever. I've gone through a whole bottle of it already. It's so good. This smells like an affogato dessert, which is espresso on top of vanilla ice cream. This literally has notes of coffee, vanilla ice cream, brown sugar, amaretto, which is like a nutty liquor. It's really good. And brown sugar, a prominent brown sugar note. It smells like a dessert, it smells like a snack. Definitely unisex. I think guys and girls can wear it, but it's slightly more masculine. It's in the same vein as something like Bianco Latte, but this is definitely a little bit more masculine and less milky. But yeah, this is just amazing. I love it. Super sweet, very gourmand, but terrific. So I highly recommend that you check this fragrance out. I'm a huge fan of it. Great for winter and fall traditionally. This is one of the fragrances that, even though I don't love the traditional spring, summer, winter, fall fragrance thing, I don't think I've ever worn this in the spring or summer just because it doesn't fit that vibe. It's more of like a cozy, like fall time latte vibe. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but yeah. And the performance on this fragrance is nuts as well. Super great longevity, 8 to 10 hours, nothing to complain there. And the projection is really nice. It's kind of like a Baccarat, how it's a soft but wide projection. So very good, but not overwhelming. I'm a huge fan of it. Very light and airy, just terrific fragrance. I highly recommend Amore Caffe. All right, staying with the theme of gourmand fragrances, I promise it won't last the whole video. Xerjoff Casamorati Italica. This fragrance smells like a snickerdoodle cookie. It has a lactonic note, which is like milk, as well as almond and vanilla. And I know a few spices in here as well for sure. It literally just smells like a cookie, like a kind of spicy, almost cinnamon, sweet, milky cookie, like just buttery, milky, smooth, amazing cookie. I will say it only smells like that for the first 4 or 5 hours. When it gets into the dry down 6th, 7th, 8th hour, this definitely takes on much more of a creamy, milky profile. Like it becomes very dominant compared to the milky creaminess just kind of being a like back aspect. So be aware of that. But this smells terrific. Definitely unisex fragrance. It's up there. I will say also Casamorati Lira would also be pretty high up on my list if I owned it. I really like that fragrance. It just doesn't last long enough, so I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But yeah, great fragrance. I highly recommend it. So good. There's gonna be a couple more gourmand scents on this list because I just love gourmand fragrances, but the next couple won't be gourmand, I promise. But yeah, I love this fragrance, 10 out of 10. This was my number one fragrance when I first got it for the first little while. And then I quickly was like, okay, I'm a little ahead of myself. Maybe it's not my number one. But yeah, this fragrance is terrific. Casamorati Italica. Next up, we have a double whammy. My 2 summer Parfums de Marly fragrances that I own. First up, Percival. Parfums de Marly Percival is amazing. One of my favorite freshies, probably my favorite freshie of all time. Ambroxan, musk, woods, fruits, lavender. So good. It's masculine and it's fresh without being aquatic, which I absolutely love. There's this like apple, orangey, pear kind of fruitiness in here that's very subtle, but very nice. Mixing with a nice lavender, clean vibe. Also, what you think about the jacket, the suit jacket, just side note, how to put on for this video. Niche fragrances, gotta elevate the style. Okay, back to what I was talking about, sorry. But yeah, musky, woody, I think clear wood is in here. So good, just overall very clean and handsome smelling, very smooth as well, and has amazing performance, like 8 to 10 hours. That's pretty consistent with both of my fresh Parfums de Marlys as well. Speaking of Parfums de Percival Greenley, this is my second bottle of this, which by the way, that was also my second bottle of Percival. This fragrance right here is phenomenal. It is like this candied green apple note that would be super duper sweet if it wasn't for the woody oak moss character in this fragrance. It's so nice. Balances out the sweetness of this green apple, and it's super good. This smells very natural because of it. Even though the green apple smells candied, it almost smells natural for a second because of the oak moss and the woodiness. There's also some musk in here and a little bit of other fruits, like a orangey, lemony type vibe, but not super dominant whatsoever. This fragrance is amazing. Very mass appealing, very popular for a reason. Once again, 8 to 10 hours performance, very nice performance, a little bit better projection than Percival, but I'd say Percival has a little bit more of the mass appealing complement factor. Not that this doesn't have that, because it totally does. I also think Greenley wins in like a bottle like appearance competition as well. But yeah, so great. I had to mention both of these terrific freshies for the summertime, or they don't really have to be for the summertime. I'd say Greenley. I'd say Greenley is even more of a spring scent. It smells kind of like spring when everything's like blooming and blossoming and stuff. But yeah, next up is Creed Virgin Island Water. I'm sure you've heard me and now recently FB Fragrances talk about this fragrance a lot, saying how it smells absolutely terrific, but the performance is so horrible. Like, it's so bad, it makes it unwearable. But the smell is so good. It's this creamy, thick, natural smelling coconut mixed with this super nice lime and slight like woody pineapple. It's so handsome. This fragrance is so good. If this fragrance just lasted 6 hours, it would maybe be my favorite fragrance ever. It's fresh, it's clean, it's tropical, oh, dude, it smells so good, but the performance sucks. So yeah, I'm not even gonna say too much more. Creed Virgin Island Water, it's good, but it's just, the performance, man. All right, moving back over to the more traditionally cold weather scents. 2 Parfums de Marly's again. First we have Oajan, which, oh my goodness, Oajan, dude. This is kind of like the Angel Share DNA, but made a little bit more like gourmand food-wise. So good. It's cinnamon mixed with vanilla, mixed with amber, and it literally smells like a fresh cinnamon roll croissant. It's so good. It's very intimate though. It doesn't project super far. It only lasts around 6 hours, and it's very close to the skin. And I have never smelled this, but I've always had a fear that this fragrance would smell like BO. Like if somebody caught a whiff of this off me, that first split second, they'd think it's BO. So I haven't worn this a crazy amount, but I definitely have worn it. It's super just, I love it. I really do. It smells great, gourmand, sweet, so good. And then Althair, all y'all know Althair. I don't even have any dupes of it. I just have the real thing here. Orange blossom, woody, vanilla, so good. Very mass appealing. Once again, much more of an intimate scent than people make it out to be. I get 6, maybe 7 hours, a little bit better projection than Oajan. But yeah, not crazy performance from this, like most people say, which is a little bit disappointing, but the smell is terrific. Orange blossom, vanilla, woody, cinnamon, so good. I would probably just get a clone though. I have a friend who has Liquid Brune. It smells identical, so I'd probably just get that instead. But I had to mention this fragrance because it's terrific in my eyes. Also, yes, I have Leighton. It's just not, it's not my 100% favorite. It doesn't quite make this list. It would, same with Side Effect. Leighton and Side Effect would make this list if I just had a couple more spots, but they're just not quite the same tier as the rest of these fragrances. And lastly, Roja Elysium, also another fragrance that just missed on this list is Xerjoff Naxos, by the way. But yeah, Roja Elysium. This bottle's almost out. I'm gonna have to buy a new one, but this fragrance smells so good. This fragrance tells a story almost. It changes quite a bit through its lifetime. It opens with a nice fruity, bright, punchy citrus, lime, and grapefruit combination, which is super nice. And then really quick, it gets into like a slightly floral, but mainly aquatic, fruity citrus smell. And then as it dries down towards the 6th, 7th hour end of its lifespan, it gets more ambery and vanillic even. So it's kind of crazy. Once it's dried down, you have so many things going on: amber, vanilla, aquatic, kind of slightly fruity, sweet as well. Just so nice. It smells amazing. Super like artistic. It's probably the most artistic fragrance I own. Very well blended. It just smells great. This fragrance is almost out. Like I need to buy a new bottle of it. But yeah, this fragrance is terrific. I love it. Amazing for the summertime. Can never go wrong with it. Yeah, I have pretty much nothing bad to say about this, except it could last longer, but 6 to 7 hours isn't horrible. And it's a little bit pricey, 150 to 200 bucks, but I think it's worth it. So, Roja Elysium. And I have one honorable mention as I close this video. Grand Soir, vanilla, amber, great, intimate, just well blended, just slightly missed out on this list. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description, if you want to sample anything I own. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.